Excuse me, sir. Who do you think you are, discarding my black by calling me whitewashed? Is it because of the way I dance? How about the way I speak? Or what about the way I eat? Because I promise bell peppers with cream cheese is actually good. I'm sorry, but I think you need to look again at my melanin given to me by my black mama and my black daddy, along with my afro that you love to forget about because I keep my hair in braids. But because little white girls think that my black looks better on them, my braids, a style that's meant to protect my coarse hair, becomes whitewashed according to you? I'm assuming that between your family and the American school system, you were never taught about the history of our people. So let me take this time to inform you about how they cut off our hair before placing us on slave ships, about how women had to braid what little food they had into their children's hair so that they wouldn't starve to death while working in the fields, and don't you dare forget about how our cornrows led the way to freedom. Those braids were used as a survival tactic, in the same way that my parents taught me how to speak corporate America. But because I don't speak the same as you decide not to see my black. I would say I'm sorry for not being all that good at code switching, but instead of apologizing for the thing that has kept me alive for the last 16 years, I'll ask you this. Does my being educated, not only when it comes to my wide vocabulary, but also when it comes to my knowledge of the history that runs through my veins, make me whitewashed? If you answer yes to the previous question, I'd like to introduce you to a game that I love playing to test your knowledge of Black history. The way it works is you have until you hear the ding to answer the question. If you haven't answered it by then, I'll answer it for you. You ready? First question. Which 3 amendments were made in efforts to help Black people? I'll wait. Ding! Time's up. My turn. 13th Amendment, abolishment of slavery, ratified in 1865. 14th Amendment, civil rights among states, aka former slaves granted citizenship, ratified in 1868. And the 15th Amendment, Black suffrage, ratified in 1870. And I bet you would have known that if you had paid attention in history class, wouldn't you?
Okay.
When I ask you how you feel, do you take a t-shirt off the rack of the store, would you tell me you're angry? Angry at the fact that slavery was abolished back in 1865 and you're still picking cotton. Black people everywhere are trying to make their voices heard. Meanwhile, you're sitting at home trying to silence mine? I'm out here trying to change the world like those who came before me. In fact, could you even name one civil rights activist outside of MLK, Rosa Parks, and Malcolm X? Because those are 3 names we all definitely know, right? What about Bayard Rustin? Whitney Young Jr.? How about Roy Wilkins? Anything? Have you even seen the face of Emmett Till? Bayard Rustin was an openly gay man and one of Dr. King's closest advisors. Whitney Young Jr. was a World War II veteran and advisor on racial matters to President Lyndon B. Johnson. And last but certainly not least, Roy Wilkins played a major role in Brown versus the Board of Education. So without him and the Black Panther Party, schools wouldn't be what they are today. They're the reason I can sit in the same classroom as all my peers and learn about the amendments. They are the reason that students across the nation are given breakfast and lunch on school campuses so that they don't go home hungry. They are the reason that I would be more than proud to be one of the forgotten names in history if it meant I did something real in my time here on Earth. I can tell you all of this. You give me nothing in return and at the same time try to take away my Black girl magic? That's funny, because the joke is on you. Because I have been cooking with the spices of 100 generations of Black women, such as myself, to make a potion so frighteningly powerful that you, of all people, feel the need to revoke my Black card. I'm getting real tired of fighting this battle, not only as a Black person, but as an educated Black woman. I shouldn't have to keep defending myself over and over again. I keep defending myself over and over again, but it's fine. I get it. I can cook like a black girl. I can look like a black girl. I can be a black girl. But because I don't speak black enough or act black enough, that makes me less black than who? Because truth be told, I'm no more or less whitewashed than you.